Boy, that CD-ROM
wow.
took out. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Had you seen this before?
No, I haven't seen this
The
before.
two captains have signed this. William Shatner's signature, Patrick Stewart's signature. Let me try and get the glare off of it here just by tipping it forward slightly.
Are these original crew members?
Yes, that's Shatner, Spock, and it looks like Sulu.
Sulu, right.
And, oh, even more glare?
Yeah, it's...
Here, I can just sit it forward just slightly.
There you go.
Well, here, we'll just do it like this. Right. Now you'll be able to see it. This is a beautiful poster. It's called the Captain's Poster here at QVC, and it is autographed by both actors who have played our two captains so far.
I mean, I think as the fans know, it is, I would say, virtually impossible to get these two autographs now.
Now.
Yeah. Neither, I mean, even if you go to conventions, because the captain conventions are so huge that it's just impossible for them to sign autographs at conventions anymore. So if you want to risk sending your valued items in the mail, that might be one way to go, but really I wouldn't risk it if you spent a lot of money on something, trusting it to the US mail. So not that I have anything against the US mail, but
right.
But this is great. This is absolutely amazing.
And it's beautifully colored too. It's a great artist rendition. For $199.50 it has both signatures, and as Marina says,
I'm going to get one of these.
That's impossible to get.
I'm going to get one of these because I suddenly realized I don't have everybody's autograph.
Isn't
that like a really dumb thing?
You take it for granted that they'll always be there.
Yeah.
We have a question from Father James Bacha, and he is in, where is he? He doesn't say, but he says, will you or any of the cast of Next Generation be in the new series Voyager?
No, not as regulars on the show. They are, from what I understand, I think they're kind of lost.
They're lost.
They're lost in space. I mean, I don't want to,
Actually, they're light years, hundreds of light years away. Yeah.
So I think probably if we could find them, they could find their way home. So I don't see how that would work out.
It's good logic.
Yeah.
Good logic. These two, we had never thought they would get together, and look what happened. So it's quite possible you could end up in a Voyager show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have a holodeck, maybe on a holodeck, kind of adventure, maybe, or something like that.
Well, they do, because the medical officer is a hologram.
Right.
But if they can get these two guys together in a film, Marina could end up on Voyager, you never know. Lee Keels of Charlotte, North Carolina says, we've heard that many changes had to be made to the sets and props for the transition to film. Can you tell us about that?
The changes that were made were cosmetic because some of the things that we could get away with on the small screen, obviously you can't get away with on the big screen. Mm-hmm. So we had, I don't know if you know the kind of the panels and the graphics that they have on DS9. We had those panels now in the movie with the TV screens showing.
Right.
And they gave the bridge kind of a remodel, little facelift, and basically we just had to really make everything perfect because we're going to be on a 70-foot screen. So we used as much as we could, but it did all get it got a very quick facelift though, because we didn't have much time in between the two.
You were shooting, and
I had 3 days off.
And that was it.
Patrick had no days off.
He went right to it.
He went right to it, yeah.
Well, this is kind of a nice poster. It is a transition, and it sort of relates to, and this is why I like this one. This poster was created long before Generations was a figment of anybody's imagination, and we have put the two on here, signed. This is not something that's going to happen now that Generations has happened. So this is really one of those posters that has sort of taken a time jump of its own.
Well, it was the 25th anniversary poster.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, in '91.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that. They never thought that there was never even any consideration that these two gentlemen would ever be on film together. And when they signed these, it was never that way, but now it has such relevance given Generations. It's a great poster.
They were psychic, whoever did this poster.
Yeah.
They were after my job. They were psychic.
I was wondering, the communicator pin from the movie Generations looks an awful like the new pins they are wearing on DS9 this season. Do you know anything about that?
I have I don't know. They may be wearing that pin. I really don't know about that. I haven't seen a show yet this season.
I have a great question here for you from Terry in Fredericksburg, Virginia. He says, for those of us having withdrawal pains because we don't get a new Star Trek episode with Marina each week, what previous or new works can we go down to our local video store and rent to see Marina?
Eek.
Well, because I know you've played a lot. You played.
Oh, no.
I can't tell you about that one?
Well, yeah, you can. What is it? What is it?
Well, you've been Ophelia in Hamlet.
Oh, yeah, but that won't be on tape.
I was going to talk about your part in Blind Date.
Oh, no, don't talk about that. No, not on a family channel.
Marina had an unusual part in the movie Blind Date.
Yeah, I had.
Just go rent
I did. I know something you could go and rent that your kids could watch. I was in the remake of The Thief of Baghdad with Roddy McDowall and Peter Ustinov, and I was in the oasis of indescribable delights.
Oh.
Yeah, that was.
That would be an interesting one to.
That was my first movie, and also I think you can get them on video now. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes that are on PBS.
Yes.
I was in an episode called The Six Napoleons, and that is available now.
Well, it's a good
here
question.
too. And I told them about the Heaven Help Us, and hopefully there'll be more to tell you about.
See, 9821 is the Kirk Picard autographed captain's poster. If you'd like to pick it up, it was created long before the movie Generations was ever put out, and for $199.50, you're going to have something you will never be able to get in any other way, and that's the signatures of these two men on the same piece. As Marina's saying, they don't go out and sign anymore.
No.
I mean, they don't have to, and they're just too busy for
Well,
it.
it's just the conventions that they appear at are so vast. I mean, there are 5,000-6,000 people there. How do you decide who gets an autograph?
Right.
So
that's
I
true.
think it's kind of it's sad, but true. Oh, this
Coming up next,
I love this stuff.
Coming up next, something Marina already has.
I love
but first, we want to show you that new movie pin. In answer to that question, thank you, Ken. The new movie pin is the one from DS9. We see it in DS9. So, and Voyager. That's right. 262 if you'd like to have it. Now, if you like going to the roots of some of the greatest comedy here in America, visit The Little Rascals. And we have Tommy Butch Bond coming on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Here's a look at what he'll be talking about.